And now I'd like to introduce Anne Baring, who I have been collaborating with for the past 6 months or so on what we have called our urgent call to all mothers and grandmothers: War and Violence Ends Now. Dr. Anne Baring was born in 1931 and is a historian, teacher, and Jungian analyst. She is the author and co-author of 8 books, among them The Myth of the Goddess, The Divine Feminine, and The Dream of the Cosmos, A Quest for the Soul. In July, she published Messages from a Transcendent Dimension, the channeled messages received by her mother from 1943 to 1968. Her 2 websites are devoted to a new vision of reality and the choice we need to make if our species is to survive. Welcome, Anne. And darling, you'll need to unmute. Thank you.
Okay. I can speak where my mother was unable to speak. So there are currently 32 conflicts taking place on this planet, including the devastating wars in Ukraine, the Middle East, and Sudan. In all of them, the sacred gift of life is being extinguished as I speak. As we witness the intolerable suffering of the helpless victims of war, we may ask, what pit of depravity have we descended into? War is a rape of the soul, a collective psychosis where rage, fear, and hatred flood the conscious mind and paralyze the heart. War creates a hell on earth. War legitimizes hatred, cruelty, and obscene acts of barbarism. War destroys lives, homes, cities, and livelihoods. People are taught to see others as vermin, as scum, to be wiped from the face of the earth. War inflicts trauma that lasts for generations. War and the struggle for power between nations and religions have led us to the edge of the precipice we stand on today. The sacrifice of young men in war has become acceptable and justifiable instead of being condemned as a horrific sacrificial ritual that it is. Thousands of young soldiers have been killed and thousands more will die. They write to their mothers and wives that they do not want to die. They do not want to kill, yet they will kill and be killed. Women have no voice in these terrible conflicts. During the 4 millennia of patriarchal rule, women and children have been the silent victims of war. Rape is the oldest and least reported crime of war. What happened to women in the Iliad 3,000 years ago is still happening today, all over the world. Women, if they survive, can be shunned by their communities and never recover from the horror, shame, and humiliation of the violent assault on their bodies. The fate of the earth now lies in the hands of women. Only women can break the powerful spell of the addiction to war. Only women can help men to free themselves from the compulsion to engage in war and create ever more demonic weapons. The stockpile of nuclear weapons now stands at 12,000, with the United States and Russia accounting for 90% of these. Men cannot free themselves from their addiction to war because it is rooted in immensely powerful survival instincts. Only women in service to love and life can bring the insanity of war and violence to an end. There are 2 widely divergent views of our presence on this planet. Are we alone in the cosmos, without higher guidance, the chance product of a lifeless mechanistic universe that is without consciousness, intelligence, meaning, or purpose? Or are we on an incredible evolutionary journey that has brought us to this crucial time of choice, when we must transcend old habits, free ourselves from the web of evil we have become enmeshed in, and listen to the guidance of the divinity that is within us and all around us? The choice we face is between continuing with a pattern of killing each other, which will lead to our ultimate destruction as a species, or breaking the bonds which have imprisoned and enslaved us for 4 millennia. Women are 1/2 of humanity. We are the carriers of new life. War is an outrageous affront to mothers, to all women, and to the earth herself, our mother. It is up to us to bring to an end the loss of the precious lives that we have carried in our womb. But more than this, war is a crime against the divine feminine, the cosmic mother of all life. The divine feminine is the forgotten aspect of the Godhead, once worshipped as divine wisdom, the Holy Spirit, and the tree of life. The divine feminine is the unseen web of life that connects each one of us to all others, to the life of the planet and the greater life of the cosmos. Because we are part of that web of life, we are all brothers and sisters. The divine feminine stands for the heart and for love, compassion, and justice, the three primary values which protect and serve life. It is summed up in this statement by a council of the indigenous people of North America. All life is sacred. We come into life as sacred beings. When we abuse the sacredness of life, we affect all creation. The three patriarchal religions banish the divine feminine from their concept of deity. In so doing, they cut the umbilical cord which connected invisible spirit to the life of the earth. As a result, world culture and the human psyche are out of alignment with both the earth and the cosmos. These religions put their emphasis on belief and collective worship, seeing other religions as rivals, believing that God blessed their aggression against their enemies. We have been impaled on a cosmology of separation for thousands of years, worshipping a deity who is above and beyond the creative order, not immanent within it, not present in every blade of grass. War has been endemic throughout the patriarchal era for 4,000 years. To put an end to war, we need a metaphysical revolution, a complete change in our image of deity. Maybe it is time to ask, what have we failed to understand? Three of the greatest spiritual traditions of the world have spoken about our innate divinity. Hinduism about the Atman, or divine core of our being. Buddhism about our underlying Buddha nature. Christianity about the kingdom of heaven within us and all around us. All three have taught that our undeveloped consciousness, immersed in material reality, prevents us from knowing and experiencing the truth of who we are and why we are here. The divinity within us seeks expression through love, compassion, and service of life. The body, so casually sacrificed in war, is the sacred temple of the soul. Killing contravenes the law of life. The sixth commandment says, "Thou shalt not kill, for life is given to all by God, and that which God has given, let man not take away." So why, after thousands of years of religion, are we still engaged in wars and preparing for future wars? And why have we created a demonic technology that can wipe us out as a species and destroy the life of the planet? If we realize that all life is sacred and that the life of every human being is a sacred creation, we could bring war and violence to an end. The divine feminine calls to us to become aware that we participate in her life, that everything is connected, one life, one divine spirit. She asks us to awaken to the light hidden within our soul and unite it with the invisible soul of the cosmos. She asks us to transmute the base metal of our understanding so that we, evolved from the very substance of the stars, can know that we live within the love and light of the divine ground while living in this material dimension of reality. So I say again that the fate of the earth lies in the hands of women. The planet will be saved by the intuition of the weak, not by the will of the strong. Love be with you. Love be with the world. Love be the only eternal blessing. Thank you.